Oh, hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Lunch Date with Cazzy. This is actually episode 4, and as always, I have a wonderful guest with me today. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to just go through some introductions and let you know a little bit about her. And then, of course, we will go to our usual commercial and thank our sponsors and so forth. So let me first of all tell you, her name is Love. This show is, I guess the show is all going to be about love. And I love love. That's my favorite topic. So Certified Love, she's the CEO of Certified Modeling Inc. and also a community leader. I call her a community leader here in Atlanta because she does so much for the community. When I first moved to Atlanta, I saw her name kind of everywhere on Facebook, everywhere amongst the community, whether it was promoting, entertaining, working, but she has been in the Atlanta Caribbean community for quite some time. So we'll learn so much about her, much more than what you see on Facebook. I want to get to know her through and through. So the CEO of Certified Modeling Inc., Certified Love, she is my guest today. But as usual, let me start by thanking our sponsors. So if you have been following my series, the Lunch Date series, for some time now, you would realize that I always thank my sponsors. Without the sponsors, I won't be here. So Brownline Consulting Services, that is actually my company. And that is for anyone who is looking for a job here in 2024. If you are just, interested in getting your resume updated, if you want some interview tips, if you're looking to optimize your LinkedIn, which is the, professional social media, if you like, and also just learn how to network online. I've done it, so I've got the blueprint on how to do it and how to do it successfully. So please give me a call. I do offer, free 30-minute consultation just to work with you to find out where you are and what you are trying to achieve. And then we go straight into it. And I network and I stay with you. I give you follow-ups. Don't I won't leave you. I won't leave you. I'll make sure you get everything that you deserve for that time that you spend with me. Also, I am a realtor. So this is the number I'm going to give you is for both. So let me talk about realtors. I offer a free 30-minute consultation if you'd like to buy a property in 2024, if you'd like to invest in a property in 2024, or if you would like to sell a property in 2024. So property management, that is me. I will be able to help you with that. I am a realtor, certified realtor right here in Georgia. Again, free 30 minutes consultation to help you, and also credit repair. I'm not the credit repair specialist, but I know a lot of people who are. And again, we can provide the entire package for you. So my number is 202-550-2923. So I'm here. I'm here to help you. 202-550-2923. So without further ado, let me also mention one of the big events for Atlanta Carnival. That's none other than Wear White. So guys, let me bring the Wear White flyer to the stage. So Wear White is happening on Sunday, the 26th of May. That is Wear White Ladies Edition, starring Nadia Batson, Patrice Roberts, Michael Tager. And Michael Tager, if you don't know, has won the Road March. He's a Road March King for 2024, Trinidad Road March King. And they will all be here, right here in Georgia, right here in Atlanta for Atlanta Carnival. And the theme this year is #OneCarnival. We are back to One Carnival. So early bird tickets are $45, but I believe they are either coming to an end very soon. This might be the last week of early bird, so get your early bird tickets now. And that is going to be at 7301 Stonecrest Concourse, right in Lithonia, Georgia, on Sunday, the 26th of May. Carnival itself is on the Saturday, and usually by the end of Saturday, you are totally burnt out. So you're ready for the following day, which will be the Wear White. So get your whites together. Well, summertime is all about white. So get your white together and come on, let's have a ball at Wear White, the ladies edition 2024. Okay, so without further ado, let me bring the beautiful and talented, and oh my gosh, all these different things I can say about her. She is just amazing. I remember the first time I met her, I was drawn to this lady because of everything that she does for the community. She's just so sweet. And I'm not just saying this because she's here. She's heard me say this
Stop
before.
it.
You've heard me say this before. I mean, she's just such a nice, genuine person. That's how I will describe you, just absolutely
Thank
genuine.
you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I
Thank
introduce
you.
you
Thank you.
to Certified Love. You know, with a name like Love, you know she's lovely. So, Certified Love, how are you? How are you today?
I am doing wonderful, gorgeous. Thank you so much for all of the opportunities you give me overall. Thank you so much.
Well, you know, I was saying when I first got to Georgia, because I haven't been in Georgia that long. So when I first
Right.
got to Georgia, I would, you know, connect with all these different people. And I remember connecting with you and I'm thinking, oh, you know, and I would see your name around everywhere, like every single flyer. You share everybody's flyer, you support everybody. Your name was just everywhere. And I kind of resonated with it because you had a modeling entertainment business. And you know, I come from the model world, so I kind of
Right.
I was drawn into that, and I would always look to see what you're doing and how you're doing it and so on. And I don't think I officially met you until probably a few years
A
later
few
than that.
years. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so I was like, oh, and you are exactly as you portray online,
Oh.
supportive, loving, there for everybody. You know, it's not fake. I call
Respect.
Facebook fake book because
Oh yeah,
everybody's
I
fake
know.
on there.
That's one thing I know about Cazzy B. She gonna call. That's fake.
Yeah, but you're not. So that's
Thank you.
that's a
Thank
beautiful
you.
thing. So tell everyone, apart from all of that, we'll talk about all of that later. I want to know who you are. So tell us about you and your love for, just helping, just the word love. How do you kind of connect with the word love? Where did
Okay.
that come from?
Well, once again, like you said, my AKA is certified love. That's if well, I can say I gave myself that name. Um, I mean, if you want to look me up, you can Google me. You might see some things, but you can Google me. Y'all can Google me. May see some things. I can explain some things, but boom. But my original name, well, not original, but it's Karis Love Scale. So that's my government, if you want to say. So Love, is actually my middle name. So people call me by my middle name. I figured like a lot of people be like Karis, Karen. Like sometimes it's not. And I know they're not trying to be rude, but you just may not remember it or pronounce it right. So
Right.
after a while, I just said, you know what? I'm gonna just introduce myself as Love. So
Yeah.
I started introducing myself as Love. I had a few jokes. Oh, is that your dancer name? No, that's my
Well,
name.
it's Atlanta.
Yeah,
It is
and this
Atlanta. So,
even right, and this is Atlanta. You're right. You're right. But I am originally from Orlando, Florida. I was born and raised in Orlando. I moved here to Georgia back in about end of 2012 ish.
okay.
And
Oh, about the same time I moved, but I wasn't
right.
in that community.
Right.
I
And
was,
just like you said, like you would see certain names and that was me. I just when I came out, I said, well, the only thing I can do is just be a beast. Like I gotta
yeah.
be out. I have to be especially coming from a whole different city, and not
Hmm.
originally growing up here. I know there are a lot of people in Atlanta that aren't from here, but they've
Yeah.
made stamps here.
Right.
And
Right. Exactly.
right. So I said, well, I gotta make my name known like it's known in Orlando. So the thing to do is to go out and network, to go out and support.
Hmm.
But like I said, I've been here since about 2012, and I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm here on the Cassie B
Yeah.
lunch special. Like,
Yes. This is lunch special. I know. I don't. I actually had breakfast not so long ago, but do have my cup with me.
yep.
See that? See that? My
Cheers.
green cup.
Cheers. Is my cup in there?
Yes, of course. I always say you can either be eating food, you can have a liquid lunch. It's just lunchtime. It's just
Right. It's
lunchtime
lunchtime.
because,
It's happy hour
yeah,
somewhere.
that's right. That's right. And I wanted to do something during the day because, I have a lot of overseas people that I know, and, I want to introduce
Right.
them and show their platform. So I figured, why not have something where, it's always good to spread the love. Okay, so you came from Orlando, you've put your stamp in Atlanta and you're doing different things, but you're getting involved in a lot of entertainment. So did you always have the modeling agency? Is that something you brought from Orlando, or you started it while you were here in Atlanta?
It is actually something that I brought from Orlando. And just to give a little background, I'm gonna just say this from the beginning: like, never give up on your dreams or your goals that you may have in life. There are gonna be people that are gonna knock you down about it,
Yeah.
make you feel discouraged, and even from a little girl, I call myself sometimes a product of the state. I was raised in the system.
Mhm.
Thank God now I do know my bloodline, and I thank God for for some of the things and things that I've learned along the way.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
all part of it's all part of what makes you up. It's your DNA. It makes
right?
you
That
who you
makes
are.
me me.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, modeling was always something that I mean, just even as a little girl, I would see things on TV. When I'm in the store,
Yeah.
you would see the magazines, like you're as a little girl checking out, like I and with my parents or whomever at that time, I'd look over and certain things would catch my eye. And unfortunately, I never got to get into that world, but like I say, never give up on your goals no matter what anyone
Mm-hmm.
tells you. um my last adopted family that I was with, my sister, Trinity, she was a model. And, they really pushed that career for her, and I would just kind of be on the sidelines, and I would watch.
Yeah.
I would pre a lot of things, but like I said, I don't want to go into fully detail about that, but like I say, don't give up on your dreams. So I
Right.
was
Right.
always on the sideline looking in, and I support my sister 100%. But it was also a dream of mine, also wanting to be a singer. Like you said, it just all goes around ENT, the
Yeah.
entertainment. You
Mm-hmm.
see? So
Mm-hmm.
once I became of a certain age, I was like, I don't need anybody's approval anymore. I can do what I want to do now? So I said, well, it might be too late for me. So what I decided to do is support others, other women or men that are in the industry that are looking to be a model, looking to be an actor, looking to be an artist. I put
Mm-hmm.
myself in the position of the promoting and the marketing aspect of it all. And
Yes.
that's where
Yeah.
I came up with certified modeling and entertainment. Um, Even though I didn't get to grow up in that world, I don't mind being a stepping stone for someone to make it to that level
Right. Right.
of
Yeah.
whatever their goals may be. I want to be a part of that in any way
Right.
possible.
So more like in the management role, more like in
Right.
the, supporting role, of course, always supporting. So so you came here, you made it all happen, and you got involved in a lot of the promoters here because
Right.
you don't just promote events, you also host some events. I've
Yes.
seen you down as a hostess with the mostess. I've seen you even, and I remember bumping
Ooh,
into you when you were doing some decor. It's like, you get involved in doing that too. So
yes.
it's like, is there anything in that world that you haven't really touched or explored because you seem to do it all in that respect?
Definitely. One thing that I've kind of learned is when you're in a particular field, it's okay to know people, because one thing about me, if you call me, I call it event planning, event
Hmm.
specialist
Yeah.
as well. I give myself that title because there are things, yes, that I'm very well good at, but there may be some things I'm not that good at. But guess what? When you call me, you'll never get a no, because I'm
Hmm.
gonna always take that, and I'm gonna take it to someone who I know who's a profession in that, or that's what they do. Why would I tell you no? One thing that I've learned is a lot of people like to, I call it keeping secrets. Like, why would I want to keep a secret when hey, I know Cassie B does talk shows. She can help you get your movement out. get you on
Yeah.
a different level. I may can't do that, so let me, give a call to
Right,
someone that I
right. Of
know. So
course.
my answer will never be no, because I know someone that knows somebody that knows something, and
Right,
will get the
right.
job done. Like you said, sometimes it could be last minute. I One day I was like, you know what? I forgot to book somebody to do these balloons. I got on the YouTube. I said, got my daughter, got my friend. Hey, we got to figure this out. So it's just, I
Yes.
don't mind. And I also have a creative spirit as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to utilize all of your talents and
Yeah.
tap into that world, because enough people have a lot of talent that they've never even tapped into, because we've been taught to only use a certain
One or
portion
two.
of
Yes.
our
Yeah.
thought process. So you just
Yeah.
challenge yourself. And I love to challenge myself and challenge others to do more than expected.
Yeah. I know. And it's so important that you say that because, as we get older as well, there's that
Mm-hmm.
aspect to think about, and it's very real,
Very
very, very
real.
real. So, so talking about pushing yourself and doing so many different things. I saw recently on Facebook, and let me get my notes because I don't want to mess it up. The
Mm-hmm.
Count Club. You are going to be playing a role called Madame Lucille. So you've got acting to add to your
Yeah,
portfolio,
I see you
or
really doing your research.
oh yes, of course, of course. I don't miss a trick. So
I know you don't.
I saw that and I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. This is so, I mean, that name alone suits you. I don't know who Madame Lucille is, but I can see you being a Madame Lucille. I can
Oh
see that's got
goodness.
your name written all over it. And I know you're going to master it. So is that a project that has started or is about to start? Or tell us a little bit about that.
Well, speaking of that, big up Slim. I have to big up Slim, the whole Count Club family coming out hard,
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta ATL. I happen
Ooh,
to have
coming
on the
out
shirt.
hard.
It's
Love
a
it.
movement, and I
Mm-hmm.
was very honored. And that's something, like I said, challenge yourself. Challenge
Yeah.
yourself. Um, I've always been into movies. I've always seen things, and it was so crazy because just a few years ago, I told somebody. They said, "Well, where do you see yourself in?" So when people ask you, "Where do you see
Mm-hmm.
yourself in 5 years
Yeah.
from now?" I said, "I want to see myself in a movie. I want to see something." And I didn't really look into it, but it came to me.
Oh,
It
nice.
just it presented itself to me, and like I said, I just thank God for Slim and the whole Count Club family. The movie is called Georgia Nights.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
a spinoff of Harlem Nights, if you
Okay.
all know that
Mm-hmm.
flick. And just like you said, there were
Hence the madam name.
the madam, and they say, Slim called me. He said, "Love, I got a role for you." I'm like, "A role?"
Ooh.
I'm thinking we do showcases, we do coming out hard Atlanta with artists and stuff. I'm like, "Okay, so what are we talking?" He said, "No, you're gonna play Madame Lucille in my movie." I'm like,
What?
"In a what?"
Wow.
So from
Nice.
from there, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We are hoping for it to come out no later than the end of summer, beginning of fall.
Okay.
Finishing up some filming on it, but yes, if you know the real certified modeling and entertainment, yes, Madame Lucille fits me. So I'm
Wow.
excited to play the
Nice.
role.
So you have already done some of the production, some of
Yes.
the movie already. Okay. So it's gonna
Yes,
come out
it's
this
it's
year.
definitely in the works. It is definitely in the works. So look
I
out for
like it.
Georgia Nights.
I can see you doing that. I can definitely, I mean, just the name, it suits you. And I'm sure whatever you put your mind to. So have you done any acting before? Is this going to be your first role?
Well, outside of that, back in school, in a few
Mhm.
plays, or just doing random little acting things, but nothing serious, like I
Yeah.
said. And I never really took it seriously. A lot of people, when I put it out there, just to put it out there, like I put out anything else, I didn't expect to get the response from people that I did. And they're just like you. I could see you doing
Wow.
that. And I could see
Yeah.
myself doing it, but to be in it and doing it, it's much different. So, but
Oh yeah.
I'm loving the journey.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Hopefully, we'll get to see it, and
Yes,
it'll make its way to Tubi and Netflix and
everything.
all this streaming play. Yeah,
Yes.
Amazon, like some of the other movies. So that is excellent. I'm really happy
Thank
about
you.
that.
Thank you. Thank
Um,
you.
so let's go back to your supporting role again with supporting people. So the All White Party, Unity is Strength. I love that name.
Thank you
I love
so
that
much.
name. You're the hostess of that event. Is this an
Yes.
annual thing, or did you just get involved with this particular promoter?
Well, shout out to Garfield. And
Yeah, Garfield's
yes,
birthday.
Garfield. He is the CEO of Jam Lanta. The funny
Hmm.
thing about Jam Lanta is when COVID started, a lot, I know, because COVID came overnight. It came as a shock to a
Yeah.
lot of people, so people were making plans. We were behind the scenes making these big, broad plans, and then execution date shut down.
Mm.
So Garfield is actually from Jamaica. He's an
Hmm.
ex-officer slash soldier there out of Jamaica, and he
Okay.
came here to Atlanta predominantly he wants to do stage shows, things of that nature. But his birthday party has been an ongoing thing from Jamaica to now here where he resides.
Right.
So probably about the last three, like I said, COVID, even counting COVID, I didn't make it to it, but he still had it in his garage.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he tried to make the show go
Listen,
on
Garfield's got the right thing. You celebrate your birthday regardless.
regardless. So he did his best because I think his birthday's in March, and I think we got that
Hmm.
announcement. It was already in effect towards the end of March that hey, COVID is
Right.
taken.
That's
You see what
right.
I mean? So it was
Yeah.
just a
20
lot of
March
things were
2020. Hmm.
had to cancel the venue. Like it was already something going on. But
Yeah.
so from there, thank God, after COVID, he's been able to keep his events. Also, like I said, he's one of the main chairmen here in Atlanta for the Ex Soldiers Association for out of Jamaica chapter
Okay.
here in
Okay.
Atlanta. And from day one, and I thank God, one thing I gotta say, shout out to everyone that mentions your name in a room of opportunity.
Yes. Yes.
Because I didn't know this man, but he called me and he said, hey, I'm who I am, and someone told me to link you.
Oh,
And
good.
yes, from there we've had that relationship. So any events that he predominantly does, he calls me to help assist him in those things. And
Yeah.
I've
Nice.
yeah, I've been on his last three all white parties here in Atlanta. So big up yourself, Garfield, the CEO
Yes.
of
Big
Jam
up to
Atlanta.
Garfield. Oh, right.
Yes.
And then, birthday coming up.
Yes.
So we got to see how.
And it's a free event. It's a
Oh,
free
well,
entry. Free.
Caribbean people like free. So
Exactly. So I'm trying
free
to put
event,
that
but
out.
make
It,
sure
it
they.
is a free all white event as far as entry goes. Support the bar, support the
I was going to
chefs.
say, buy out the bar at least. You're getting
Right.
it free and food.
And food, exactly. It's March 5th here in
Hmm.
Atlanta, and it's gonna be at the Sugar Plum over here on the south side per se.
Oh, okay. Oh, we have
Hmm.
to know more. I'm on the south side, and it's not really like a huge amount of
Oh,
things. I mean, there's a few. Everything is like Lithonia, Stone Mountain. Everywhere I go, I've got to drive 45 minutes to get there. So whenever
everywhere.
there's something on the south side, I get excited.
Definitely. Big
So
up
I'll
to the
have to look
south
into
side.
that. So I wanted to ask you, have you seen the Bob Marley movie? Have you been to see
No,
it this year?
no, I have not seen it yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet. That's what I'm. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. But I'm sure you know what? I've seen it. I saw it on the 15th, the day after it came out.
After.
And I wanted to see it early because too many people were talking about it. And I didn't want everybody kind of giving away, because everyone's giving their 2 cents. I didn't watch
Exactly.
any of the trailers before. I saw a little piece, a couple of trailers, but I didn't want to see the trailer because even in the trailer, to me, it gives off a lot. When you're watching the movie, you're like, oh, I remember this from the
I
trailer.
remember this part. Like you're already
Yeah,
anticipating what you
I
saw in the
know.
trailer.
Right. So I'm like, no, I want to let me get it out the way early so that when I see things, now I can really kind of, resonate with it and so on. So I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. I know that they tried to protect a lot of things, so they didn't really show everything. But there's so many different documentaries about Bob Marley. Anyway, if you really want to know the nitty gritty, they focused on one area. But
Right. Right.
but they're on TV. They've gone around and they've done all the interviews. So, what do you think, just as a whole, of the timeline in making that movie? Because Bob Marley's been he left us at the age of 36, so
Young.
young. I
Very
can
young.
just imagine what his life could have been today, the different things that he could have done
And the
today,
amount of more children he would have had.
and the amount of what I'm just seeing something on Facebook with the kids and they're putting the different. I'm like, ooh, yeah. So there's a lot that they didn't show in the movie, and I
Right.
think I'm glad they didn't go all the way out like that. Um, but it does leave the door open for more movies of him.
You let me
What
tell
What are your
you.
views?
I'm gonna tell you my views on
Mm,
Bob Marley. Like I said, I was adopted,
mm-hmm,
and so for a very long time in my younger life, I didn't know my real roots. Let's call it your roots,
mm-hmm,
And I'd probably say maybe around the age of 7 was when I heard that my father was Jamaican,
mm-hmm.
my birth father. So I'm like, Jamaican, and like I said, I was 7.
Yeah,
And along my journey up until 7, as a child, you you look at other things as an example of probably what reality really is.
right.
So for me, when I heard Jamaican, I remember seeing movies or hearing certain sounds where maybe if I asked about it, people say, "Oh, that's Jamaican music," or "Oh, that's in Jamaica." So I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh," so I remembered hearing "One Love," these type of
Yeah, yeah,
music
yeah.
at certain times in my life, younger, and they would say, "Oh, that's." I remember Bob Marley from Jamaica. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I'm from as a kid, you're in your mind. Oh, my dad is from where this person is from that I was given as an example for Jamaica. You see,
Yeah,
so um that so those are kind of my early childhood memories of a Bob Marley. Me realizing that there's more places than America,
right.
like
Uh-oh.
and
Yes.
and to find out that my root is Jamaican from my father. My mother's African American. Her family's from Alabama, or was carried to Alabama. So that's
Mm-hmm.
where a lot of my mother's roots come from. But it's just from being young and the impact of music, how much music can have such an impact,
Yeah,
and to
yeah,
see this man still having so much of an impact. Like you said, he died at 36, and just to be
yeah.
able to have a certain memory, or I can relate to something
Mm-hmm.
of him that was relatable in my life. And I
Yeah,
haven't seen the movie, but I do anticipate on seeing it for brother the yays or the nays. It's
yeah,
still it's still a part of our culture. It's still
yeah,
something
yeah.
that he built the platform for us to even be here now, and
Right,
especially for a
exactly.
lot of
But
artists. So I
yeah,
respect it.
I was gonna say the artistry is just like at top level,
Right.
and the only other person to me who just crosses all genres so easily is someone like Michael Jackson. So
Right.
between Michael Jackson and Bob Marley, everybody in the world have heard of these two and their music and they know it and they love it. So you have so many different genres as you know today. Um,
Hmm.
just taking away from the Caribbean genres, but we've got things like Zouk is now a new form of music.
Right.
Bunyan, a new form of music. It's like, where do all these come from? But so let's go back to Jamaica just for a moment. So have you been to Jamaica? Did you, since you found out that your birth father is Jamaican, did you then have a whole renewed interest in Jamaica? And having gone there,
De-
people, music,
definitely,
food, and all these
definitely.
things.
I haven't been as of yet, but that is something that I am praying to do within the next 5 to 6 months.
Okay, good.
Just for it has to be done. I have a few brothers there. I have family there that I'm in contact with ever since I met my real blood. My
Uh-huh.
father, he actually resides in New York.
Okay.
He's not in. Yeah,
In
he
Jamaica, New
hasn't.
York, or just New
Yes,
York?
ever since I believe about 79, I think he told me he's pretty much been here, hasn't gone back. But if you talk to him, you would swear he just reached like.
Oh yeah, yeah. Listen, this Queens, Brooklyn, it's all Caribbean there. This, I mean,
Yes,
half of
yes,
Guyan. I'm from my parents are Guyanese. Half of the
right,
Guyanese population are probably in Nostrand
exactly.
Avenue and Flatbush. That's where we are.
Yes,
But it's all
he's a
good.
little
It's all
further
good.
up. He's up there in Niagara Falls, closer to Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So
he's
he's
up
up
top.
north.
He tried to
Mhm.
get me to move there. I said, no, sir. That's
Niagara
too
Falls gets
cold for me.
cold.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it
I
gets
said, how
cold.
you come from Jamaica and this is cool to you? Like,
Maybe he
I'm glad
loves
I
the
was born
change,
in
the
the tropics,
contrast.
Orlando, Florida.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I like the warmth too. I was born in the cold in England in December. I mean, you could get any colder than
Yes,
that. So that's probably why I like the warmth so much
so
now.
much, right.
Um, but yeah, but with connecting the Bob Marley movie and you having to go to Jamaica, they show a lot of scenes from Jamaica. So and I've been to Jamaica only once though, but
Okay.
it's beautiful to see because you get to see the whole rawness of it all and the people and I love that. That was
Yes,
probably one of my
I'm
favorite parts.
definitely going. You're gonna see that next. You'll see that next. That's
Yes,
to come,
yes, that would be
because it's
nice.
definitely
I
gonna
think you'll
be.
fall in love with Jamaica. You may not even want to come back to the States. You might just
Yeah,
want to
I
be there,
know.
go because you're such a supporter and a helper of people. You just want to stay there and help everybody. Like
Everybody.
that might be you. Okay, so all right, so certified model in entertainment. So right now, and I think correct me if I'm wrong. I think I also remember seeing a post recently that you
Mm,
were looking for models, that you were looking for models or looking for more people on your
yes.
portfolio. So what is that about? Is there something, any breaking news you can let us know of something that's happening where you need to find models?
Yes, this is breaking news. I
Yoo-hoo!
need models.
Okay.
I need models. Shout out to all the men. And that's crazy. Like lately, I've had a lot of men hitting me up about modeling, and they're serious. I know they're serious, but I just at this moment, I don't have that is what I'm looking for. But I am looking for women of all different sizes. Big up yourself, see Asia Apparel. I've
Mm,
been rocking with them ever since I was introduced to them, and they have been nothing but love for me. And they use me basically for their talent. I
okay.
am their talent scout. They
Right.
are a clothing line located here in Georgia. You can look them up. Their website is See Asia Apparel, and that's
Mm,
with the Z, See Asia, and we're looking for models. We have a model call coming up that is going to be on March 16th
okay.
here in Georgia in the Forest Park area. Just follow me on Instagram for more information at Certified Modeling ENT. We are definitely looking for models. They have a lot of big things going on for this year. And when I say model, let's get this
Mm-hmm.
right, Cazzy, because one thing I know about Cazzy, I did my research on you too, long time ago. When we,
Yes.
like you said, and when I was like, oh my gosh, she's been in pageants, she's been Miss
Um,
this, she's been Miss
I
that.
know. I
You've walked
was.
runways, you've been rubbing out. Like I said, now that to me, that is the definition of a model to me. To
Mhm.
me, things have kind of gotten a little more washed up. That's not to take away from anybody and what they're doing right now, but it's all about just taking pretty pictures and posting. That's
Yeah.
to me what modeling has turned into. But
Mhm.
I'm so old school because can you walk? Do you have the
Right.
talk? It's there's so many more elements that are not out here anymore.
Yes,
and
yeah.
and that's one thing that I'm very proud of see Asia with. They're like, love, we don't just want Instagram models. We
Right,
want
right.
girls that know how to walk the runway, that know
Mhm.
how to work under pressure.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, who
uh
know how to meet deadlines and how to change without
Deadlines,
30 seconds.
being
Change,
places on
change.
time. You used to get
Yeah,
demerits for certain things. People, it didn't matter sometimes how good you were in the industry back in the day. If you have a reputation for being late or for like certain things,
right.
these things were serious back then. You know, and
Yes,
I'm a
yeah.
fan of Big Up Yourself, Tyra Banks. I'm sorry, I looked at her as a boss in the industry as well. Like
Hmm.
I don't have any idols, but she's someone that I not so much in her modeling aspect, but I looked at her being a boss in the business.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
there's just certain things that you tolerate and things that you can't tolerate, like you said, when time is of essence.
yeah,
And I've
yeah.
run
No,
across
there's
a
a
lot of
lot to it.
girls.
I guess back in the day, modeling was kind of, as you described it, just go take a picture and look pretty and whatever. But it's
Mm-hmm.
evolved so much over the years, especially now. You've got to have some level of, being able to talk, to articulate yourself, to be able to
Self,
ask
right.
questions, to comprehend. That's important. And then, of course, taking care of yourself, because
Yes.
you are, people are going to be looking up to you, take care of your skin, take care of your, just everything,
Right.
just yourself in general, your well-being. There's a mental, component to that too. It's not just
Definitely.
about what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside is what counts
Definitely.
too. So it's a whole package.
It
So yeah,
really
so
is.
we'll
And
put some
that's what
information
we're
out
looking
about your
for.
model
Like you
talk.
said, the whole package, the
Hmm.
personality, all of that. It just has to be there. So, like I said, March 16th,
Yeah,
um, all sizes, wherever you're coming from. Like I said, just go follow my modeling page on Instagram. All of the information's there. We're going to be doing headshots, body shots. Even if you're just interested in getting into modeling, please show
right.
up. Please be there, because it's not a closed door. We're willing to teach. We're willing to prep. Things of that nature. So that's what I'm about.
Yeah,
Like I said, I like
nice.
to be a stepping stone. I might not be top notch, all of those type of things, but I know what it takes to try to be successful in it.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna get the flyer and put it on my page as well and help support that. I also wanted to mention last week I had the gentleman behind this event, which is the Atlanta Caribbean Community Awards.
Okay.
That is happening on Saturday, March the 9th from 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. And then there's an after party. Now, these awards apparently have been going on for a few years. I've heard about it until last year or the year before. But what they've done, they have taken some of the best of Atlanta Caribbean community and they've brought, these different categories together.
Okay.
And they're having an award ceremony. So there's
Okay.
different award
I saw
categories.
that last
So
flyer that you posted, but I don't think I saw this one. So these are both the same
yes, this is the same
flyer.
night
Okay.
at the same event. It's got a great sponsorship and support, and humanitarianism, entertainment, media, radio, sports, special achievement. All these
Okay.
awards are going
March
to be
9th.
given out for our community. And like I said to them, I want to see this get bigger and bigger and bigger and grow because this is important. There's some really great people within our community who are doing wonderful things and keeping
Right.
the community
Definitely.
spirit together. So it will be
Okay.
nice to have everybody on there. So that's what's happening. And of course, Wear White
Okay.
is
Okay.
happening. This is on Sunday, the 26th of May,
And
8
that is
p.m.
a
on the
big deal
outside.
here in Atlanta during Carnival. If I don't
Yes.
hear about any other party, I hear about this white party.
Yes, this white party. This is
Yes,
Atlanta Caribbean, the carnival, one carnival this year. So
right.
everything, people are coming together, which is great because with Atlanta Carnival, there's so many people coming in from out of town for
Right.
Atlanta Carnival from about Tuesday before right through until maybe the Monday. It's going to be jam-packed, solid, and
Okay.
put Atlanta
We're
on the map.
right.
And this is one of the big events for that entire weekend. So just want to make
You
sure
are so
everybody
right.
is up on that. And not forgetting, of course, it's Black History Month. You know, I always kind of share a little Black history because we are in Black History Month. In fact, I don't even think it should just be a month. It should just be the whole year, and
It's
every
just
week we should,
celebrate all year
yeah,
round.
every week we
Exactly.
should, be putting something up for Black history. But so here's a little bit of Black history. The Sugar Hill Gang, Rappers Delight. Rappers Delight. Get
Yes,
hot,
yes.
get really hot. That song became the first commercially successful rap record, of course. 50 years of hip hop, so that is a big deal. Alvin Alley at American Dance Theater, which changed the perception of American dance, was founded in 1958. And
Okay.
Alvin Ailey, of course, the beautiful ballet, the black led ballet, beautiful. And then Matthew Henson was a key member of the first successful expedition to the North Pole and made 7 separate voyages to the Arctic. They always say that, black people scared of cold. No, we're not. Black
That's what I
people,
said. My dad would have been right out there with them.
he
Like
would have been, yes, he would have been going there too, the expedition to the North Pole. That's a little bit of black
that's
history,
wonderful.
ladies and gentlemen. All right, well, I tell you what, this is my time. This is my time. It's always a pleasure. It's always a
Thank
pleasure
you.
talking to you. As I said, you are one of the most supportive people that I know. I see you everywhere supporting everyone. It doesn't seem like you ever say no, as you just, elated to, that you don't say no a lot. And you've got your hands in so many pies. Like you and me, we all have
Yes.
like regular jobs, but on top of that, we do things that, we do things that we love. We do things that are supportive to other people and in a helping, perspective too. And you've got to at least enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, you won't
What
be
are you
doing it.
doing it for?
Right. What are you doing it
Exactly.
for? So,
Exactly.
so tell everyone where to. I know you mentioned your Instagram page. Tell us where we can find you across the social media board, and also your website or a number for the modeling
Yes.
call. I will put the flyer up. But where
Thank
can
you.
we find you in general?
You can find me in general. Well, Facebook, it's just my name. It's Karis, Karis, Love, Love, Scale, Scale. That's how you can find me. That's my government. I just gave you my government. Uh, and also, Facebook, I'm sorry, Instagram, it's certified underscore love CME. That is just my regular, that's more of my more personable, but also promotion page. And
Mm-hmm.
as far as my modeling goes, that's at certified modeling ENT on Instagram. My telephone
Okay.
number as well. It's 321-420-3438. I still have my Florida area code. So if you see it, it's not spam risk. It's me.
Right.
It's love.
Oh my God, it's so funny because I still have my DC number because
Right.
I used to live in DC when I first moved here, so I still have my 202 number. And I do need to get a local ATL number, but
Right.
right now I have 3 phones on my bill. My kids, everyone's on my phone bill. So once they move off of my phone bill, then I'll just have the 2 numbers and I
Uh,
can manage to.
just the two numbers.
I
Yes.
mean, yeah,
My
in
kids
reality,
keep
I
telling
actually
me
have three
mine.
numbers already. I
Yes,
didn't
I
want to have
gotta
a
get
fourth.
another number two. I do. And I wanted to
Mm.
tell you about this too, Cazzy. I
Yeah,
don't know if
sure.
you all have heard about March Madness, but this is coming up as well. March Madness. Shout
Okay.
out to the South Side family. Another event here on the South Side.
Whoop, whoop. South Side, big up.
Yes, another event here on the South Side. This is March 23rd. Shout out to KP. Yes, yes, this is his annual March Madness. And it's just a
Mhm.
party full of vibes. From soon as you walk in, you don't even want to
Nice.
leave. So just come out. It's all about March Madness, March 23rd here.
Okay.
And it's in Union City, Georgia.
Okay. Where is it going to be? What
The
location?
venue was called Allie's Place, and it's 6325 Shannon Parkway, Union City. Come out,
Nice.
come out,
Union
support the thing.
City.
It's been going on for This is another annual event that I'm blessed to be a part of every year. Damn near since I've been here, I've been a part of this as
Wow,
well. So
nice. March Madness. I love it.
March
I love it.
Madness.
So yeah, there you have it. There you have it, guys. So, well, thank you again. Thank you again for your time. Thank you again for just being here, being supportive. You know, I love everything you're doing. Keep
Thank you.
doing what you're doing. Keep doing you. Look forward to that movie. I can see you in more movies. I can see you
Yes,
in more
I'm
movies and more
definitely gonna
production.
explore it.
So thank you, and I'm excited. I'm excited for you and everything that you've got going on and what's coming up next. It's a lot, and I know you're doing it because you love doing it because you
Thank you
love
so much.
it.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, that's my time. So thanks a lot, and you know, once again, we will put all your information up on the social media so that they know where to find you and your modeling call because we want to get many
Yes.
people as possible. So thank
Come
you
out.
guys. Bye. Okay, so that was a beautiful Paris certified love. Like I said, we will let you know where to find her. So, guys, join me again for another episode of Lunch Date with Cazzy. Like I said, I have so many people lined up to be interviewed. I can't wait for you to meet them all. See you again on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Bye.